This is my very nearly finished Hunterwasser painting. So it has all the elements that I wanted you to include in your Hunterwasser style landscape greenscape. It has the primary colours that have been blocked in the foreground, red and blue. It has hot colours and cold colours in the middle ground, purple and green are cold. It's got hot colours for the houses, red, orange and yellow. I've varied my tone from dark to light in each of the strips. And in the background, I asked you to consider using complementary colours as well as harmonious colours. So I've got my complementary colours, blues and oranges here, greens and yellows, greens and reds here, and yellows and purples here. And harmonious, those are colours that are next to one another in the colourway. I've tried to take this orange out and bleed it into the yellow as well, because yellow and orange are harmonious colours. And the final touch that I did was, like a lot of Hunterwasser's paintings, a lot of the shapes and a lot of the patterns and lines are outlined with black paint or black liner, and I've done that to some of my work already. So that's the type of thing I'm looking for you to achieve by the time you've finished your Hunterwasser painting. So I have completed the first section, blocking in the foreground with solid blocks of primary colour, in this case red and blue. Then in the middle ground I have used hot and cold colours. For the stripes I used blue and green. I varied the tone from a darker tone to a lighter tone by gradually adding more water to blend the tone out. And then I used the hot colours for the houses. So the final section of your painting, we would like you to use harmonious colours and complementary colours. So complementary colours are colours that are opposite one another in the colour wheel. If you refer back to the presentation, you'll see a picture of the colour wheel. Opposite colours are red and green, purple and yellow, blue and orange. And then harmonious colours are colours that are next to one another in the colour wheel. So orange and red, or green and blue, etc. So colours that are next to one another. So I'm going to start with doing some complementary colours. I think I'm going to start with red and green. So I'm going to use red and green for the trees up here. So we start that now. So here is my very nearly finished Hunterwasser painting. So to recap, I've got the middle area, or the foreground rather. The foreground has been painted in primary colours, blocked primary colours of red and blue. The middle ground was painted in cold colours, purple and green, varying the tone from dark to light, and then the houses were hot colours placed on top. Then the background was painted in complementary colours, so I've got orange and blue, green and red, and purple and yellow, and these are colours that are opposite one another on the colour wheel. And the colours of the houses, the red, the orange and the yellow, are also known as harmonious colours because they're next to one another on the colour wheel. The final touch that you can do if you have time to your painting is to outline a lot of the shapes with black liner pen, just like Hunterwasser did with his paintings. I look forward to seeing all of your paintings. Thank you.